Now, I know what you guys are thinking. This video is way too late. I get it. But I'm going to be honest. I had no idea the show was even out. So I only just watched the first 6 episodes, and this is my reaction. This is not an analysis of the philosophy. I'm definitely going to do that once I finish watching the current episodes that are up. But right now, this is just a reaction on the first 6 episodes. So episode 1, I actually really liked because the character, he was a typical shonen character. That's what I noticed with these new shows is nobody's really trying to change the archetype of the shonen hero. They're all trying to add their own spin. And I really liked the main character in this one. Whereas most shonen heroes are really, really confident in their abilities and they almost never waver, kind of like a Luffy or a Goku or, and you might debate me on this, but Asta. But what I liked about the main character in Kimetsu no Yaiba is that you can see that he's really kind. That's not what he wavers on. He's very kind, and he never forfeits his kindness. But you see him grow from somebody who doesn't want to kill demons. He just wants to help his sister, but he grows into the demon slayer role. And I really like that because, I don't know, not everyone is ready to take on the day like shonen heroes portray. Now, shonen heroes get a lot of slack for being such paragons and never having traditional arcs, but there's clearly that kind of traditional arc with this main character, and I like it. I'm not saying traditional shonen hero arcs are bad. This is just different. It's refreshing. So we have the main character. I really like him. Some other things I like about the show so far. The Japanese culture is not lost on me, but it doesn't have such an effect because I'm nowhere near an expert on Japanese culture. I'm definitely going to have to look it up when I do a in-depth analysis on the philosophy behind the show. But for now, I like the music. I like the scenery. It's following that trend of the CGI animation, although it's not that bad. It's definitely noticeable, and it's always noticeable. I don't know what started the trend, but I don't mind it in this show. It's not in the big fight scenes, at least not in the first 6 episodes that I've watched, so it doesn't bother me. I don't like it, but I definitely don't hate it. So the music, the animation, the art style is really good. That's something I always look for in a new show, is a distinct art style. It's not completely revolutionary, the art style, but it's definitely distinct. Like, I could definitely tell this apart from like Black Clover or Dr. Stone or Fire Force. So that's the first episode. The second episode, or actually let me get back into the first episode. The best thing I like about the first episode is the demon slayer that shows up that spares the main character and his sister. I think his name was Gyu. What I really liked about him, and it was apparent right away, was he radiated confidence. You can see it in his very intimidating glare. You can see it in the blue. He literally wears blue. You can see it in his eyes, and you can see it in his sword. And traditionally, blue is a color of confidence. And confidence, at least to me it seems, is a big role in the story of this show. It plays a part in the training, with the water breathing, with slicing, with just everything about being a demon slayer has to do with confidence, which goes back to the main character's arc, which is hesitance to resolve. Before he can cut the rock in his training, he's not sure about his mission. He knows he wants to do it, but he's not confident in his abilities, and he's only able to cut the rock after he's gained that confidence and that resolve, which really shows after he masters the water breathing techniques, and when he goes to the final enlistment, the test with all the other Demon Slayer trainees, when he's the only one that's able to kill the morph demon. The last thing I want to say that I liked about this show, and again, I'm not an expert on Japanese culture, but I obviously watch a lot of anime and manga. I really like the trainer. I forget his name, but he wears the Tengu mask. I just think he's a cool character. I don't think, at least not yet, he's not a particularly complex character, although he definitely seems like he's going to be a really good character, at least to me. Tengu monsters tend to play a lot of roles lately. In this show, if you've played Sekiro, obviously the Tengu is a big role in that game. So when I immediately saw that mask, I knew it was going to be important, and I just like the character. I don't think he has a super complex personality, but I just really like the character. So that's my initial reaction to Kimetsu no Yaiba. I really like the show. I'm looking forward to finishing the remaining episodes that are up, and I'm looking forward to future seasons. I'm probably going to check out the manga. I don't know how far along the manga is or if it's even still going. I would think it is because it's relatively new. But if you like this video, I'll eventually post a philosophy video on Kimetsu no Yaiba because this is really impressive what they've done with this show as far as underlying messages, symbols, and truth. If that's something you're looking forward to, let me know and I'll get to it right away. Again, if you like this video, make sure you subscribe, you like, you share it with your friends. I really hope this is something that I can continue for a long time. I'm going to do more reaction videos on Dr. Stone, Fire Force, all the new shows, all the new episodes of One Piece, all the upcoming manga. And then if you guys like these reaction videos, I'm going to do more in-depth stuff like I just talked about with philosophy and analysis. So again, if you liked it, share with your friends, like the video, and subscribe. Thanks for listening, and I hope to hear from you soon.